What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another full self-driving supervised video in the Cybertruck. We are on version 13.2.2. We're also in a brand new location. This is Stuart, Florida. So, of course, normally I'm filming in Michigan. We road tripped the Cybertruck down from Michigan to Florida. It did a really good job that whole way. And initially, Cybertruck was doing really well down here, kind of driving me all over the place. It's really nice to use FSD in a location you're not familiar with. And then the past few days, I don't know, it's been a little more goofy, kind of trying to drive in front of people and do crazy stuff. I tried to do like a Chuck Cook style left turn, and let me just play the clip for you. Here's the question. Oh, it doesn't do the question mark. It's got plenty of room. Oh my goodness. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. It was just gonna drive right in front of that person. Holy crap. So as you can see, that did not go very well. That most likely would have been a collision had I not intervened there. That's the first time I've seen anything like that with version 13, but just, reminds us that we're still supervised. We still have to pay attention, of course, and that's exactly why. So even though it's performing really, really well, it can still make a mistake. But hopefully those mistakes will be less than human soon, and far, far less than human. So anyway, I put in some random stuff here. This is like a really tight downtown. I haven't actually driven down there yet. I parked nearby. And we're just gonna go for it. So of course, in the Cybertruck, it does not have the FSD from park function like the Model Y has. It can't reverse. So hopefully we're gonna interact with this train as well. Let's see what the FSD visuals will show us here for this train. It's not picking up anything. We're in the parking lot visuals. It's not, so it only goes out so far. But it's a really tight parking lot. And we're just gonna see what Cybertruck can do. So I parked nearby. I haven't actually taken it through there, but like this roundabout right here that you see in front of us, we're gonna go through initially, that's this first one, is really crazy. You got the train tracks going through it. You have multiple entrances and exits. Some are left turn only, some are right turn only. I mean, it's just kind of madness. So this parking lot starting out is also really tight. We gotta get out of here, get onto the roads, and hopefully FSD can take us there. So again, Cybertruck doesn't have reverse, it doesn't have FSD at a park, so I had to back us out of the spot, put us into drive, and then turn on FSD, and then it should be able to do everything from that point on. Hopefully it won't make any mistakes, but I'm here in case it does. So pretty nice job getting through those tight spots, and then the exit is a little tight as well. I think somebody's coming. Nope, we're clear there. We're gonna go through here. We need to make some room for those parked cars, and handled very nicely so far getting out of here. Actually, it was a little sketch because this parking lot was so tight. I was driving it manually. There was a Suburban parked over there, and they were like way back in the spot, and it was like, I don't know if we can even fit here like at all physically. So I took over. I drove really slowly through, and of course we did fit through, but it was real close. So nice job taking that right out of there. We'll take a right at the stop sign up here, and then we'll be on to that roundabout. We're gonna go through it a couple of times. I made sure to. Took me a minute to get this route going, but I think it's going to be a really nice one. So again, this downtown area is pretty tight. There's lots of people, lots of traffic. So I've noticed in Florida, man, the red lights last forever. The traffic is crazy because you have locals that drive really fast, like there's a Model S Plaid. I think that's Plaid right there. You have fast Teslas, fast muscle cars, and then you got the older folks who drive a little slower, and then you got people like me from out of town that drive a little slower. It's a crazy mix of people. So here we go through this difficult roundabout, and we'll say this roundabout is sponsored by Delete Me. Huge thank you to Delete Me as we are on the train tracks right now. Oh dear, I don't even know where to go. Okay, I've been using Delete Me for over a year, and what they do for you is data brokers are stealing your information. Delete Me will get your information away from those data brokers. Really nice through that roundabout. Oh my goodness, that was great. See how kind of tight it is down here? So over that year I've been using Delete Me. They have deleted my information from over 100 websites. They've checked hundreds of websites for me to make sure my information isn't on those. And anytime they find my information, they delete it. I don't know why we're stopping here in a roundabout at a yield. We're being cautious. It's tight. I get it. So you can use my link down below to save 20% on Delete Me. It's joindeleteme.com/dirtytesla. That'll save you 20%. And you can get your information deleted from the internet. Why do you want to do that? Data brokers sell your info, and that can lead to problems like identity theft, phishing, and other scams because they collect information like your full name, your address, your phone number, your birth date, your social security number, all this crazy stuff. I mean, it's really crazy. So huge shout out and thank you to Delete Me. I think it's a really important service. You should use that link down below to check it out. So, all right, really nice through here so far. I'm actually pretty impressed. Cybertruck, so version 13 on Cybertruck has been good. As I've said plenty of times, version 13 on Model Y is better. Like, a lot better. You can feel it, I think, in just one drive. If somebody took a Cybertruck for a FSD drive and then took a Model Y for the same drive, I think pretty much everyone will be able to detect that the Model Y is just better. It's not as sluggish. It's not as hesitant. It stays in its lane a lot better than Cybertruck does. It brakes better than Cybertruck does, even on this latest 13.2.2 version in Cybertruck. So I don't know why that is. I'm sure they'll come to parity soon. But that is kind of the reality of, what we're dealing with today. So going through that tight downtown, I was a little nervous about getting too close to stuff or not staying in our lane very well, but so far Cybertruck's been doing really nicely. Okay, there you go. I need to keep adjusting these. Oh, it's going to try to park us here. See, like that, look at this braking. We kind of quickly came up to this car and then braked hard, and we're actually blocking this person's driveway. So it's not an appropriate place to park. Of course, parking support is not in this release. So now I need to actually take it out of FSD. So we'll have to count that as a disengagement, I guess. The Model Y would be able to actually put itself into reverse and then put itself into drive, back up, put itself into drive, and then come out. So I put it in reverse, put it into drive, turned on FSD, and then the Cybertruck's able to get out of that spot and keep going. So part of that is because I didn't change the route soon enough. But again, Model Y, more capable than Cybertruck at this point. I don't think that's going to last long. The other thing, Cybertruck doesn't have actually smart summon. Cybertruck doesn't have dumb summon, or stuff like that, which is missing. And then one more thing I want to add, I got the Joa watermark back here. Use that link too, save 5%. And my Cybertruck is dirty. A lot of people have asked me, how did you do that? With the holiday update, Tesla let you customize your Cybertruck skin. You can make it on the computer and load it into the vehicle. No other Teslas can do that yet, but hopefully it's coming soon. But I've been getting a million questions about that, so I wanted to address that. So anyway, pretty nice so far. Let's let it keep going. So that's actually a speed bump. I didn't even realize that until we were really close to it. Cybertruck slowed way down for it. I thought they were just slowing for the person turning right, but then Cybertruck continued to stay slow over that speed bump. I noticed it right at the end. I could see the arrows were very faint. So really nice job there by Cybertruck. I had some other speed bumps I've been doing around here that have been working really well. So that door is open. Did they get rid of the door open visual on the graphics? Because I haven't seen that in a long time. And sometimes they do get rid of that stuff. So I don't know. I haven't seen that in a long time. It didn't display that door open on the visuals. Maybe in Cybertruck it's not working or something. But I haven't noticed that. So back through this crazy roundabout. Look, see, the train's coming. So people are stuck in that roundabout. We're just going to have to wait here. We do have a lead car to kind of stop us in place here. Let's watch this time we'll be able to see the train go by and see what the Cybertruck visualizes. There you go. So it still is just showing, it showed a semi there for a second. So it doesn't have any kind of special train visual. So we'll wait here. And now here's where Cybertruck, or I should say FSD in general, is kind of dumb, because obviously we're waiting for the train, right? And no. I'm going to stop you there. And it basically is trying to cut off all those people because it thinks they're stopped and it can go around them. You just tried to cut off a bunch of people in a roundabout when we were waiting for a train to go by. And so any human knows, oh, there's a train, blah, 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 we're waiting in line, whatever. FSD is like, why is everybody stopped here? And it doesn't have that context. It doesn't realize we just got to wait a minute, in our spot. And so it tried to just cut everybody off. So again, we'll count that as a disengagement because that was not appropriate. And it basically just, now we're rerouted to a different spot here. All right, so we got our left turn at the stop sign here. Person to the right was here first, although they didn't stop at all, so it didn't really matter. And straight into another roundabout, again, over these train tracks. Yeah, that feels good. Handled nicely. We turn in, now we're going straight through here. So we're gonna wait for that guy driving right in front of us, and then we can go through. There's some kind of construction here. There's so many people here. It is crazy. It's just like a bajillion houses everywhere. There's constant construction, stuff like that everywhere because there's so many people and so many buildings and so many houses and so many things. It's crazy. It's a lot different than Michigan. And, I've talked about this in the past where I've kind of said to people, really nice here, if you're not happy with FSD or you have some quirks with it you think are annoying, take it to a place you don't drive regularly. Because when we drive it, like going from home to work or just around our house, we intimately know every piece of the road. Look at these people running red lights. You have to do that in Florida because the red lights are so long. We know all the potholes, we know all the weird painted lines, blah, blah, blah. And FSD kind of looks at it every time as a new situation, right? When you take FSD to a place you are not familiar with, so right now I don't know these streets, I don't know how to get anywhere, I don't know how to do anything, you really appreciate it because you're like, whoa, I didn't realize like that speed bump back there. I didn't realize the speed bump was there. Whereas when there's a speed bump by your house that you slow down for every day and FSD misses it, you're like, oh, how stupid. This is so basic, right? You kind of don't realize how easy it is to kind of miss that stuff when you're new. And I'm not saying FSD shouldn't be able to do those things, but you really appreciate it a lot more in areas you're not familiar with. So just fixed that route again, updated it, and I don't know where we are. Are we supposed to be driving back here? I guess so. There's a FedEx guy. I don't know what he's doing. I'm probably getting in his way now, but we'll just let it be. Let it keep going. All right, so here's a bigger, wider road, and I did put this in here on purpose because we're gonna go over to hurry mode here, and I wanna show you how Cybertruck acts. With hurry mode, it does not like to wait. So like we saw in the roundabout in the beginning, how it tried to kind of just cut everyone off. Cybertruck is like, oh, there's a line of cars? No, we're gonna pass all those. Hurry mode, I should say FSD, not Cybertruck. Hurry mode especially, it just like goes around everyone, gets around everything. I'm not very happy with the speed right now. I wish we'd go a little faster. But in terms of just getting to where it needs to go, hurry mode, it just goes around everybody, but still, as you can see here, we'll get over in time for the turns and things it needs to do. So 0.1 miles, usually it'll get over a little sooner than that, but still, it is very good about being in the lane it needs to be in. We don't actually want to go in this parking lot. It's very good about being in the lane it needs to be in. But see here, we got a line of cars. It's like, oh, we're gonna go a little farther. We're gonna move over here. We're gonna make this left turn. It moves around really nicely. At the same time, like I said, oh, please make this green light. I don't want to wait 10 minutes at a red light. Oh, no, yes, please. Okay, good. And you'll see in Florida, people run red lights like crazy because the red lights are so long here. They take forever. So I don't blame them for running the red lights here. FSD won't. It'll take pretty late yellows, but it won't run the reds like the people here do. But anyway, yeah, the way it moves around the roads is really nice. I thought we were going to be on that a little longer, actually, but that's all right. All right, so we're going to go back into the downtown, the tight area. Overall, I'm actually pretty happy with this. I've had some, weird sketch scenarios. I've been posting those on Twitter, just little clips here and there of, the good stuff too. But some of the mess ups I've been seeing. I'm just noticing, like, again, mostly in Cybertruck, but a lot of the FSD just wants to, like, pull out in front of people. Like, you'll be going to make a right turn and someone's coming. And it's just like, yeah, I'm just going to pull out in front of you. And there's room. It's not like imminent collisions or anything. But number one, it's rude because your FSD pulls out so slowly and doesn't really accelerate hard that, yeah, there was room to go out. But you're going so slow now, this person behind you has to brake. When you could have just waited, a second and let them go and then made the same turn. So, like, that's kind of annoying to me. That's kind of the main thing I'm noticing. And then the windshield wipers are so bad. Oh, my gosh. All right, like, what is this? So is this part of the round? Wow. Yield? Who are we yielding for? Oh, someone's honking. Okay, not at us. Whoa, okay, cool. Hey, handled great. I didn't even know that was a little pocket there you could take. Hey, another Cybertruck. What up? With their branding on it, Boca Tanning Club. All right, I don't know if I can really recommend going to a tanning thing, but, shout out anyway. There's a state trooper. We'll see if he pulls us over for anything. Nope, looking good. We don't have a stop sign there. That's kind of weird. We're the only direction there that doesn't have a stop sign. I guess since you're coming out of the roundabout, it kind of makes sense. And then that says do not enter. We're not entering. But oh, you can turn into that parking lot. Okay, so then this is a one-way road. Wow, okay, cool. So it didn't go to that do not enter, even though my pin was over there. That's actually an improvement from stuff we've seen in the past. All right, so, excuse me, sorry. Going to our final destination now. It's basically where we started, so we're going to go back through that difficult roundabout, through these tight streets. We were here earlier, and up here there's a sign that says no pickup truck drivers right there. Warning, no pickup truck parking this side of the street, and we saw a couple people get tickets. And I was like, I wonder if they'd give me a ticket. Like, would the guy recognize? So many people don't realize this is a pickup when they first see it. It's so funny because I'll say like, yeah, it's a truck, and they're like, what? And then you open the bed, and they're like, oh my gosh, that's a ton of space. I don't know if they think it's cabin space or I don't know what they think is back there, but they don't realize it's a bed. Very slow through here, which is fair. I mean, it's very tight. Look, another pickup on that side. He's gonna get a ticket too. It's 25 bucks though, you know. Maybe they're like, yeah, there's no parking. I need to park and pay 25 bucks, or gamble it. I guess you might not get the ticket. Really nice waiting at that roundabout, and then moving through as soon as it was time. So yeah, overall this drive's been really nice. I don't want to jinx it because it seems to happen a lot. When I start complimenting it, it is when it tries to crash into something. But it's been good. Oh yeah, move over to the right. There you go. There's not much space for the other lane there, so I'd be trying to get over. But this is not bad. So check this out. You want a unique scenario? Here's a stop sign into a roundabout. And like this guy, he came out of the roundabout. Dude, I don't know. This is crazy. So stop sign into the roundabout. And now we're past the stop sign, but we're still waiting for people in the roundabout. You could have went if you punched it, but now it's too late. Oh man, look at this crap. This is crazy. I can't even tell. Okay, now go. Oh, it's too scared. Go. Is it gonna go? It's too scared. Oh, it just started to go. All right, this one right here. Oh boy. All right, pressing the accelerator. It's stuck. Boom. There's an accelerator tap intervention for you. I don't know. It didn't know what to do. It was too confused. So it'll keep moving through the roundabout here. There you go. I mean, if there's going to be a mistake, that's the mistake I'll take. And then we're going to make a couple of left turns here and get back to our little charging spot. You know, it's always nice to have the free charging. We're driving on this thing. I don't know what that's for. Obviously, it's yellow lines around it, so you're not supposed to drive on it. But it's also totally flat. It's not like a raised curb. So I don't hate driving on that too much. Nicely waited for some pedestrians across the street there. I see my kids frolicking on the playground. That's great. While I'm out here driving around. By the place we're staying, it's not like there's not the craziest stuff. I mean, it's crazy busy, but there's not anything too difficult. So I wanted to do it over here in this downtown area. So we'll make this right turn. You better keep going. They don't have a stop sign to the right there. And there was nobody, but they're driving pretty fast. So a bus started to come up. And then this is really tight. So this is where I took over before. Like, look at that minivan. Oh, it's so tight now. Okay, yeah, I had plenty of room there. But there was a Suburban parked in that same spot before. And it was like, nope, I don't trust it. So there you go. It took us. Let's see if it'll try to park here. I would guess it will when you're at a spot like this. Yep. So there you go. Pulls right into the parking spot. Not a good park job. We're like in the middle of two parking spots. But again, it's in the release notes. It's not supported yet. It was actually pretty close. But that's it. It cannot put itself into park like the Model Y. But there you go. Here's the stats. We only went 3 miles because it's a crazy downtown area. But overall, not a bad job. Don't forget to use that link down below to save 20% on Delete Me. Hope you enjoyed this one. You will see me and FSD and Cybertruck in the next video.